So I want to talk about changes that will be coming to the channel for just this week. My wife and I will be preparing to move. You know, we're packing up our stuff and getting the kids ready for us to be moving into our new apartment and stuff like that. So it's going to be a very busy and hectic week for us. Got to get a ton of boxes. We got to get a storage unit, a U-Haul, and I'm very excited. I know you guys see the car rocking, and that's because the winds are incredibly high. I'm talking about 30-mile-an-hour winds, so I couldn't vlog this video outside. Even with noise cancellation on, it picked up a ton of wind noises in the microphone, so I had to sit in the car and vlog this. I do apologize. It seemed like ever since I got my DJI Action 4, the weather has not been agreeable with it. So I do apologize about that. But anyway, so it's going to be a very, very busy upload schedule for me. My wife and I, we were talking about, the move and everything like that. And we were reflecting on how the neighborhood changed since we both moved here, and how we met out here, the friends we made, the memories we made, the moments we've had, and how we got to see the community change. It brought a feeling of nostalgia to us. When you live in a neighborhood long enough to see it change, it's crazy, because we have seen friends come and go. We have seen jobs come and go. We have seen homes that were already in the community knocked down completely and to be replaced with newer homes. And we got to see all that. It's wild. It's wild, y'all. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to let you guys know that, because I didn't want you guys to be like, oh man, he just quit vlogging. Like, man, let me unsubscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? Let me check out this channel, because this guy's not being consistent. It's not that I'm being inconsistent. I'm just, like I said, in the process of moving just this week. So if I upload something tomorrow and nothing on Tuesday, that's why, and I do apologize. But yeah, my wife and I, we was having a conversation last night, speaking of nostalgia, and it kind of brought some tears to our eyes about how we met, the friends we made, and how things have changed in this neighborhood. And it's crazy. And it made me think about, if you ever seen the movie Toy Story 4, and how Andy was preparing for university life, right? And how he was preparing to live in a college dorm. He wanted to hold on to a bit of his childhood by bringing Woody along. And unbeknownst to Andy, Buzz Lightyear, he hopped in the box and was like, no, if you bringing Woody somewhere, you bringing me. You bringing me today, boy. That's because him and Woody were best friends throughout the series. They didn't always start off that way. If you saw Toy Story 1, you didn't know. You already know. The OG fans know that Woody and Buzz wasn't always friends. But through the course of years, they became friends. As he was preparing to box up everything and prepare for a new life, he thought to himself, middle of the movie, like, man, this would really be silly if I brought this cowboy doll along with me. And people actually do bring their action figures or their dolls from their childhood to to their college dorm, and they'll set it up as memorabilia or a memento or a memory of how it was in their childhood. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon at all. But at the end of the day, Andy felt like it would have really been silly for him to bring Woody along. So he knew this little girl in the neighborhood, and he wanted to give her his toys and everything. And like I said, at the end of the movie, it was heart-wrenching, man. It was a gut punch, man, to the OG fans of the movie, because like we all know Andy to grow up with Buzz, Woody. Then by the second or third movie, he had Jesse, Bullseye, and all those great toys and stuff like that. I say that to say, when you're preparing for a new chapter of your life, you gotta let go of what you were accustomed to. You gotta let go of the old and embrace the new. I've been saying it in the past few videos, to embrace the newness of life, you gotta let go, of the past. You gotta let go of who you once were to embrace who the Heavenly Father is creating you to be. And that's what Andy was doing. He was preparing for a new life, starting college and getting ready for that chapter of his life and stuff like that. And he let go by the end of the movie. And it was bittersweet. It was very bittersweet at the end of that movie. And that's how I feel like it was for me and my wife when we actually planned to start moving. I'm talking about 2 weeks ago. We were talking about this, and now that the week has actually come for us to move, like, it's been bittersweet, man. You got those bittersweet feelings in your mind, boy, it just makes a tear just fall out your eye, man, for real, make a tear run down your cheek. And that's what me and my wife, did last night. We were, shedding some tears in joy, though, not in sadness, in joy of how things were. But yeah, that's why you gotta embrace the newness of life when you're moving. I can't say this enough. You gotta embrace the newness, because if you don't, it's gonna be that much harder. You're gonna find yourself holding on and holding on and holding on and holding on and finding every excuse in a book. You're gonna find every excuse in the book not to move. And then as you get older, as you begin to age, you're gonna hold on to that area. And then when you're older, up in age, like in your 50s and 60s, you're going to live with regret. Like, man, I could have did this. I could have did that. I had an opportunity to go here. I had an opportunity to travel the world, but I didn't. So if you're in the process of moving yourself, or if you're in the process of going to college, if you're in the process of starting a career, let go of what was and embrace what is here. What the Heavenly Father has brought into your life now, the newness of life. Embrace the newness. Let go of what was and embrace the now, man. It's a beautiful thing. And like I said, that's what me and my wife, we find ourselves doing right now. And we're nervous, but excited in the same sense, man. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to let you guys know, and I do apologize about the wind in the background, so don't worry if you see the car rocking like that. That's how winds can be here in the Gem State. Man. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, because it's going to be a very busy week. And I just want to say thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for 800 plus subscribers. Thank you for supporting the channel for real through the hiatuses, through this hectic week, man. I know I haven't been uploading much. I do have videos dropped, and that's because I pre-record them. And I try to bring you guys something rather than nothing, But thank you guys for rocking with me this week and rocking with me last week, and just showing all that love and support, man. I appreciate all the comments as well. God bless you guys. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Have a beautiful and blessed weekend. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.